NANO.4x.
What's going on, guys? As always, it's a blessing to be here. You're here with Crypto E, and you're here on UL Exchange. Today we'll be talking about, is quantum computing a threat to Bitcoin? Will Bitcoin get hacked? That's the biggest question. And is anybody able to get their hands on free Bitcoin after the hack is complete? By that being said, guys, if you guys are new to this channel, then by all means subscribe to this channel with the bell notification so you can be notified every single time I drop information packed videos, just like the one you're watching right now. And wow, let's get straight into this video. So take a look at this. Is quantum computing a threat to Bitcoin? The strength of Bitcoin network is based on a very strong cryptograph. But what if one day, it's the not too distant future, computers advance to such a level that cryptographic standards will no longer good enough? And this is a crazy thing to even think about, but we have to think about it, because when that day comes, what will really happen? Will all your cryptos be lost? It doesn't even matter if you have it on cold storage. We'll discuss all of this in this video. So that's the promise and danger of quantum computing, a technology that allows computers to utilize the rules of quantum physics to speed up calculations and process massive amounts of data at speeds that today's computers are simply not capable of doing. But the other question is, of course, quantum computing is coming very soon. And as everything is proceeding, it's going to be growing and is going to be able to crack more and more codes, as you guys can see right here, at an extremely fast rate. So will Bitcoin or will cryptographic catch up to quantum computing, or will quantum computing just straight up go and crash through cryptos? That's a big question. I say a quick answer, maybe. I don't want to give you guys too much of good hope. I don't want to give you guys too low of understanding of what's going on in this topic, but let's continue reading. So cracking open a Bitcoin private key. Of course, as we all know, one of the most cited ways to attack a Bitcoin private key, though it has never been done successfully, to brute force. And what is brute force? A brute force is simply an exhaustive computer automated search of possible combinations to discover a private key. So it's a non-stop combination trying mechanism that just keeps trying, and basically, just like its name, it construes a force attack. So if your password is 1234, it's gonna keep cracking the numbers until it finds 1234. Just a simple example of that. And as we see Edward Snowden here warning about quantum computing. So when we go down, right, this is getting into the mathematical equations or the numbers, but private key is a number between 1 and, you see, 2 to the 256 square, aka 115 quattuorvirgintillion. That's a lot to say. It's a mouthful. Yes, that's a real number, and it's estimated to be the figure greater than the number of atoms in the universe. We're getting into scientific world right here. But that's really a big number. It's not even a trillion. You trillion right here, you just stop right there. A trillion. And this keep going. That's a long name and a long number. But how far along is quantum computing? That's another question we all have to ask ourselves. How far has the technology come, and is it truly capable of cracking cryptocurrencies? In February 2021, Microsoft announced the opening of a service called Azure Quantum, which was designed to bring quantum technology directly to Microsoft computers. What? Directly to Microsoft computers. You heard it here first. In China, computer manufacturer SpinQ is working on a quantum computer with One Eye, releasing it mainstream for just $5,000. Mainstream for $5,000. If this thing gets released mainstream, this is the biggest fear in crypto. Will it start cracking cryptocurrencies or cryptocurrency wallets? And will you lose your hundreds, your thousands, your millions, or your billions of money that you have stored in the cryptocurrency industry? And in March 2022, the NATO Cybersecurity Center announced that it successfully tested secure communication flow in what was described as post-quantum world. Is Bitcoin really at risk? And I'll tell you guys my full thinking and what I really believe would happen when quantum computing, as we know, is here, but it's not eligible to the public, and it's still being worked on, and no government will you know, from at least from what I believe, would just hand it out to the public. But we see here who's handing it out to the public for $5,000. Give me $5,000, I'll give you quantum computer. But we continue on to, is Bitcoin really at risk? Quantum Computing CEO Anderson Chang told Decrypt, quote, once that public key is exposed, a quantum computer can work out the private key relatively quickly, in minutes or hours at most. So that's why we always say, that's why I always reiterate, stay vigilant, because you will lose all your money. This is not a game. You just not, you know, a phone call you can just pick up and say, hey, can somebody at the crypto bank help me get my funds? No one will answer your phone. There's no number to dial because it's gone, it's lost. And no one will even say I'm sorry. If they say I'm sorry, they're not even saying I'm sorry because it's just gone. They can't do nothing about it. As sad as it is, you're your own bank, so you have to take care of it with full responsibility. So, quote, the main threat is not whether quantum computers can open up private keys information. He stated this in April 2022, which is right now. It's more about the power of quantum computer to replicate a private key without you knowing, undercutting trust in the entire signature process. And this is a huge factor for cryptocurrencies. What? It's a signature process every transaction goes through. If that signature process gets undercutted, wow, this whole industry will blow up. Let's hear from the man himself in 2019 tweet he made, Vitalik Buterin. Quote, my one sentence impression of recent quantum supremacy stuff so far is that it is to real quantum computing what hydrogen bombs are to nuclear fusion. Proof that a phenomenon and the capability to extract power from it exist, but still far from directed use toward useful things. So we're going to end it on this note, and I'll tell you guys what to do and what am I expecting. So nonetheless, it recommends taking the next decade to modify existing cryptographic infrastructure to avoid the threat. So do I really believe that quantum computers can crack cryptocurrencies? Yes, they can. That's something that we all have to understand and acknowledge. It's not you like it, either you like it or not. You have to acknowledge it that yes, it can definitely crack a cryptocurrency wallet. Even if, as we have read here, your private key is not known, it's going to what? Shocking. Replicate a private key without you knowing it. So, can it crack cryptocurrencies? Yes, it can. When will it be able to crack cryptocurrencies? Unknown, because cryptocurrencies or cryptographic technology is not just going to sit there and then let the quantum computers just eat up on this infrastructure, eat up on all this money. Anybody that has invested into cryptocurrency, especially the big banks or anyone that has invested millions or that has become a millionaire or a billionaire, will not just sit there and watch their money drain out of their accounts. So what will happen? The technology of cryptographic infrastructure will keep going with the infrastructure of the quantum computers. And how far are those technologies? We will see. How close are those technologies? We will see in the future. But it can be done right now with quantum computers, but it's not available to the mainstream public. But when quantum computers become available to the mainstream public, will the technology of cryptographic catch up to the quantum computing? I believe yes, because we're continuously working on them. But then again, AI can defeat anything. Yes, I said it here. So that's why I always stay vigilant. You know, hopefully all things work out. This is no hopium in this. I'm telling you guys to stay vigilant. Take a look at your surrounding. But hey, your surrounding may be all in the system in the cloud, and it will be eaten up by a quantum computer. But don't be scared. I'm just telling you guys the truth. You can still prevent this from happening as the technology grows with cryptographic, but also as technology grows with quantum computing, we'll see how it leads and affects cryptocurrency industry, and will that lead it to exponentially grow the cryptographic industry as well. By that being said, guys, I want to leave you guys on this note. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys think Bitcoin will be hackable in the next 5-10 years, or will the cryptographic catch up to quantum computer? I had to say it like that. Alright guys, I'm Crypto E. I love you guys. God bless you guys. If you guys are new to this channel, then subscribe to this channel with the bell notification so you can be notified every single time I drop information packed videos, just like the one you're watching right now. And educate yourself and stay vigilant as always. God bless. Love y'all. XRPE out. Crypto E out. Bye.
right now. I surrender right now. Jesus turns my white flag. I surrender right now. Right now. I surrender right now.